Hurricane Maria. Hurricane Maria was one of the deadliest storms in the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. It was a Category 5 hurricane. There hasn't been a hurricane as bad since Hurricane Mitch in 1998. Hurricane Maria is in world records for the worst hurricane in those islands. Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico on September 19, 2017. At least 7 people died during Hurricane Maria. In the Caribbean, it already had been bad, and there had already been lots of damage because of Hurricane Irma. But then Hurricane Maria came and left the island with barely anything. Hurricane Maria caused lots of damage. Like, there was flooding, there was fallen trees, damaged houses, and there were some houses where people could not live at. Many people were very sad and had to stay at shelters where they can have a place to sleep. A lot of people lost all their belongings, and a lot of people must have felt sad and depressed. So that's why many families moved to Florida in the U.S. They moved to Florida because Florida is one of the closest places to have the weather like Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, there isn't much cold, so they moved to Florida to try and get the same weather and not freeze themselves to death in another place. And they wanted to have a setting similar to Puerto Rico. So many people moved to Florida to start new lives. A lot of people were calling in for jobs, and they were booking hotels. A lot of people also made stories and put them on the news and made articles about how damaged and horrible Hurricane Maria left them. Many people found jobs and started their new life here in Florida. Now you find lots of Puerto Ricans that tell you stories of how Hurricane Maria left them, but how they restarted their lives here. God had a big part in this. A lot of people questioned, why would God send a hurricane so bad? Well, God always has a plan. I feel, in my opinion, that Hurricane Maria brought the nation closer together and helped families maybe reunite with their families here in Florida or in any other places. Maybe it definitely brought a financial change for people, but people eventually started finding jobs. A lot of people also moved back to Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico's situation had gotten a lot better. God has a purpose for everything, and some people just didn't remember that during Hurricane Maria. I feel that God's purpose during Hurricane Maria was to just help families and to help Puerto Rico be closer as a nation together. Hurricane Maria was definitely one of the worst storms that I ever saw. My family from Puerto Rico was safe, and so were many others, but there was a lot of people that had damaged houses. Okay, that's all.